Assalamu alaikum, Aisha.
We are on again.
Yes.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's start from the beginning. Do I look alright?
Yeah.
Do I look alright? Yeah. I believe I look alright. As always, perfect. Ready to go.
Thank you for joining us, Aisha.
Thank you for having me again.
We're very happy that you want to address this issue. Lots of sisters have been sending questions about their husbands beating them.
First of all, I just want to say thank you very much everyone who sent the questions. I know that is like so difficult to ask questions because apparently we are not allowed to ask questions, but I am grateful that behind the doors you are asking questions. So question of how do you deal when your husband beats you? You should be first of all so grateful that your husband loves you enough to beat you, because it is the way my husband expresses his love towards me. And alongside of course that is the description Allah, of course that is what also Allah orders in our holy book in Surah Nisa verse 34. And we also look at the examples of our beloved Prophet, how he beat Aisha. It was amazing love between them. There are lots of ways you show your love towards someone, and disciplining your wife is one of them. I am so grateful to my husband that the way he disciplined me. Actually, while on the topic of, I'll give you some tips if that's alright. Let's deal with some of them. So, of course, we all need to remember your husband cannot beat you the way he wants. There are certain rules and principles he must follow. So, I'll just give you some of the tools he used to discipline me. I think I know you very much love me and care for me. Please don't take this any offensive way that I am going against word of Allah, any form or in any shape. We will use instead of word beat, we will use the word discipline, because Allah is so loving and merciful, He wouldn't want to even hurt a fly. Therefore, we go with the word discipline. So, one of the tools my husband uses to discipline me, it can be belt. This is, there are lots of ways to hold it and beat it. I usually prefer when he kind of folds it up. And then another way, of course, is the miswak. Just like very gentle. It can be painful, but it is still gentle way of disciplining you. So, miswak, belt. Or this is, he used to protect himself in his early days before he went to prison, where he was actually apparently beat someone and called that person to die. Therefore he was in prison, but anyway he became a Muslim in prison and it's all good now. So this is another tool he does use sometimes on me to discipline me. And then this is another one. This is proper iron actually, and the way it fits on his hand is very well designed. That's another way he can discipline me. And also there is handkerchief, but anyway, as I said, your husband can discipline you in certain limits. He can't simply kind of come and like discipline me with putting his hand so high. It needs to be in certain level, and he can't put any different colors on your face, and he can't break any of your bones. Of course, that is intention. And at the end, he will want to make babies. If you got broken bones, he wouldn't enjoy as he was making the babies. So there are certain limits which he needs to follow. So while I've got approximately 5 options, my Habibi, he most of times asks me which option I will choose for him to discipline me. There are the times like I prefer to go with handkerchief, but also there are the times, sometimes it is difficult when my other 3 sisters or co-wives, when they are away, I need my space. In those occasions, I choose this one, because if disciplines me with this one. For a couple of days I am in bed, and that I need that space. But if in those days he won't want to make babies with me because I am in bed, on those difficult days I choose this one. Couple of times I picked miswak, but even though it's small and it's practical, sometimes it can be painful at all. So even though he gives me option to choose whichever I want, at the end Allah prefers them to me. So therefore always we go with his decision. But doesn't matter what, even though I showed you 4 options, if your habibi, if your husband, if your loved one chooses to introduce another option, just you've got to go with it. Practice it, and let him to practice on you, and then see if you love it, then you can practice it in your marriage. So even though some people kind of get upset, or when they get first green colors on their skin, they do get upset, but the bottom line is this. If he doesn't discipline you, he doesn't love you. And he has to practice. He has to be faithful to the word of Allah. Mighty God, when he put that verse in the Quran, he had full wisdom. So don't get upset with him. Just enjoy the love he shows you. Enjoy the discipline he shows you. And other practical things, like when you get different colors in your skin because of the discipline, I think this will be a good time for me to bring it up. You use miswak toothpaste. You simply gently put on the skin where it is like becoming green and then blue and it's going to be black. Put it in there, and of course, if you buy miswak toothpaste, and then if you inform them, we will put the link in the description. If you inform that you got the miswak toothpaste from this program, you will even get 15% discount. That's not, of course, our focus, but this is very good medicine for you to simply put on the green skin. I won't encourage you to put ice on it, because that kind of takes the pain. Sometimes after the discipline we need little bit space. So I strongly encourage miswak toothpaste, and of course you can get mint version of this. This is just like a normal one, but you can get mint one which smells very nice. Anyway, bottom line is this: enjoy the way your husband disciplines you, and enjoy the options he gives you. Sadly, in my marriage I've got only 5 options, but by the grace of God, by the will of Allah, hopefully he will introduce more options for us to live happily ever after.
Cut. Good.
Oh, we cut that, sister, that's fine. I think just one of the things I forgot to mention, that we need to encourage sisters to not go to hospitals or complain to anyone for such a disciplines.
Why?
Well, everyone will know about it, especially those Islamophobias. So we keep everything in the house, okay? I don't want to verbalize these things publicly, but we need to figure out ways to do that. I am sure you, I don't know, put a secret link or something there, and then people can follow it up.
Yeah.
But of course, Allah is full of mercy as always.